G'day everyone, Scott here from One Green Thumb Gardening in Toowoomba. So this hedge here is roughly around 3 meters tall and about 2.5 to 3 meters wide. In that far right hand corner we sit 5 meters tall at the bottom corner, and it sits at about 3.5 meters wide. So this is the second time I've done this hedge. The first time I gave it a fairly decent haircut, just to try and bring it down in height so I could reach. And then here I haven't sped up because what I wanted to do is just show the balance of the hedger and how fast that I can go up and down. So this is, I always have a backpack on every single time. I never use a battery in a multi-tool. It just adds way too much weight, and I feel that it doesn't give you any extra balance or control. So personally, myself, I never use a battery in my tools, or in the multi-tool I should say. I find that it's very well balanced without a battery. Even we get in a bit further where I'll be doing the width of the hedge with just the single extension pole, which I can manage quite comfortably. When I add 2 extension poles on a horizontal hedge, doing the top of it, that's when she begins to become pretty heavy. So and that's when you're looking at that 4 meter wide hedge. That becomes a lot of work. So on this one here, it's actually quite steep. There's a quite a bit of a drop down into that hedge. So now I've done that, so then we'll get in. Can't remember what I was going to say. So this is with just the multi-tool with no extension bar, and then what I'll do is I'll have the extension bar on my ladder, and I'll generally swap and change. I just find that a lot easier and reduces the weight. I have bought a the Ego commercial telescopic hedger, and I used it for a whole of 3 hours and it wrecked me, and so I don't ever use it again. It just sits in my shed. One day I'll buy the chainsaw attachment that'll go with it. So yeah, here I'm just adding my extension bar, which is fairly, like, for the sake of a minute or two to add the extension pole and remove it, and just not have that excessive amount of weight which the commercial telescopic hedger has got. It's by far a better way to go. Alright, so I can't really go any taller because I'm at the top of my ladder. So that's sitting at 3 meters wide. And so oh sorry, I was just thinking I could zoom in. So with that there, you can see that I'm getting fairly far across, and it's not that far out of balance. I can switch and change from one side of my arms to the other. That makes sense. And then of course I've also, with all my backpacks, because they all break, I've modified the cord so that I've made it a little bit longer for myself. So then when I am using my extension bar, I can reach the trimmer adjustment head, so I can angle it to where I need it to. And so all of this hedge here is fairly wide. it's a big sucker of a hedge. So I think it took me 25 minutes to do the face and to do the top. And there's about 25 meters of hedges there. Anyway, we'll zoom up there. So hopefully you can sort of see, and this is as far as that I can zoom, is that you can see that it's not too out of balance, and that I'm fairly comfortable using this multi-tool hedger at like on a horizontal with that weight. Here I decided to go back to without the extension, and then realised that I couldn't reach the other side, so I had to go get my extension bar to reach the other side. But yeah, no, it's extremely easy to use. Hedge looks good. So if there's any questions or queries, it's a bit hard to try and show the balance of the hedger. I thought with this one, like here, I'm using with an extension bar above my head to try and show you how easy it is to use. Like just here, that's with the extension bar, so it's got plenty of weight on the end. And then, yeah. Anyway, hopefully you find this video to be worthwhile and answer any questions. If there is questions, please hit me up in the comments. Love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, and have a beautiful day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.